Hello everyone, my name is Sharon. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. Today I am doing the what makeup I would have if I didn't have like a massive makeup collection slash be a YouTuber type situation. I pulled things from my collection. I thought way back to like before I kind of discovered YouTube and also right when I was discovering YouTube, and I was thinking back to what I was using then, and I have filled up an entire makeup bag here with brushes and products. There is kind of a mix of like high-end and drugstore, but it's mostly drugstore. And I just think this was really fun. I used everything I'm going to talk about today on my face, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and hop right in. Okay, I'm going to start with the tools that I have here in my makeup bag. And these are actually all but like two things are complete throwbacks to when I very first started kind of collecting makeup and getting into this world. So it was back when my makeup collection was extremely minimal and I was using the same things every single day. So these brushes I am going to share with you, all but one, are my Sigma brushes. This kit is the, I think, Mr. Bunny kit, and I bought this back in probably 2011, and I'm still using these brushes. They are still some of my favorites that I reach for every time. They're not ones I use all the time, but I wanted to include them in this since this is what I was using back when I had like just a makeup bag full of stuff. So this isn't the whole kit, this is just what I've loved over the years and gravitated towards. So the first is the E70 medium angled shading brush. I love this one to do like the outer corner. This one's almost rubbed off completely. This is the E30 pencil brush. This is my favorite pencil brush so far that I've ever used out of any kit. This is the best one for like doing your under shadow, like underneath your eye. I love this. This is their Duo Fiber Powder Blush Brush. It's the F15. I use this for blush. This is the tapered highlighter brush, the F35. Now this one didn't come in a Mr. Bunny kit. I did buy this several years later when I visited the Sigma store inside Mall of America, but it is my favorite highlighter brush, so I'm including it. Okay, then this is the medium sweeper E54. Love this for all over lid color. This is one of my favorite crease brushes. It's almost completely worn off. You can barely see the words anymore. This was the E40, I think, my very favorite crease brush. And then last is the large angled contour brush, the F40. I use this for like my bronzer or contour. Now this is one of the brushes that is not Sigma. This is from Flower. It is the Flower Cosmetics, I mean. It's the blush brush, but I actually use it to set my under eye concealer because I like this. And then I have just a beauty sponge that I got off Amazon. Oh, eyelash curler. This one is from Revlon, so just picked it up at drugstore. So those are all the tools that I would have. Those are the only brushes that I would use if I didn't have a massive collection of brushes over here. Okay, now to dive in the makeup, I'm going to go in the order that I apply. So the first is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This was the very first high-end product that I ever purchased from Sephora ever. And that's why I included it here, because I have been using it since probably 2010, and it is my all-time favorite. I mean, there are several others that kind of compare, but I just come back to this one all the time, so it is included in here. Okay, now I'm throwing it back to my first eyeshadow palette. I kind of wanted to include a drugstore palette, but you can tell here I've had this one for a long time. I've hit pan in several of the colors now. This was the very first like eyeshadow palette ever I bought, and it holds near and dear to my heart, and so I thought I would include this as the only palette I would have because it is pretty versatile, and it was my first one that I bought back when I was kind of first discovering makeup, so I wanted to include that here. You can't get this one anymore, of course, but I feel like a lot of people are like have it already, but I just love it. It's just a classic. Okay, to go with that, I'm including the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. I love these jumbo eye pencils. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you know I love to put these down on my lid as like a base color for whatever shimmer or glitter I'm going to use. It just helps amplify that shadow even more than like the primer potion. I use the primer potion to prevent creasing. I use this to intensify color. The shade Yogurt is just a really pretty champagne pink. So I laid this down first, and then on my eyes today I patted down Sidecar, which is the really pretty glittery neutral shade in there. And then I used Naked and Buck, and those were the 3 shadows that I used on my eyes today. Those are my most used shadows. Okay, then the liner that I would have is the liquid liner from Physicians Formula. I chose it in the brown shade. I do also have black, but I picked brown because honestly, like back in the day when I did my makeup, I didn't wear black eyeliner. It was too harsh for me. And brown is just a little bit more subdued, so this is probably the one that I would have. It's what I had back in the day. Now I did choose 2 mascaras because I used to always, and I still do mostly, apply 2 mascaras. These are both from CoverGirl. The first is the Exhibitionist, which is a natural bristle wand. It's kind of like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise or Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. It's got that hourglass shape and a natural bristle wand. I really like this. It's very volumizing. And then I also have the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. This used to be my holy grail mascara. I haven't talked about it in a long time. I actually just bought this tube today because I was thinking about it and I was thinking about this video, and I used to love this. And I do. I put this on first, and this just like combed everything out, lengthened everything. It's just wonderful. I love this mascara. For concealer, I chose the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is the neutralizer shade. This is one that I've used for years and years and years. I've repurchased many a tube of this, and this is the concealer that I would use. For foundation, I chose the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I love this. I found that this is one of the best foundations to match my skin tone. I have mine in LC1. It's just a great foundation. It looks very natural. It doesn't feel heavy. And it's really easy to apply and use. So this is the foundation that I would use every day. And throwing it way back there to the Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder, I would use this to set my under eye concealer, and then also just all over if I needed powder, but I do have drier skin, so I don't typically powder my whole face. I kind of just get under my eyes and on my nose. Okay, for bronzer, I chose one from Milani. It is their Silky Matte in 01 Sunlight. I chose this because it's just a really pretty neutral. It's not too dark for me. It's not too orange. Very easy to apply. It doesn't really have like glitter or anything. I think it kind of is almost a satin finish, but I really like that. And this is a beautiful bronzer. For blush, I threw it back to Almay. Almay was pretty much the brand that I used back like in high school. It was really the only makeup brand I bought. I don't know how it ended up that way, but I used like all Almay products. So I felt like I really wanted to pay it homage and pick a Almay blush. Also because this is a really pretty neutral. This is the Smart Shade Powder Blush. And it's got like 3 different shades. You can kind of concentrate it to the lighter or the deeper, or you can swirl it all together and get just a really pretty like neutral. I think you can see there. It's just a really pretty natural flush, and I like it. There's no glitter or shimmer. It's just a beautiful neutral blush, and that is what I prefer. For highlighter, I am including one I've had forever from Pure Cosmetics in Afterglow. I do believe they've changed the formula now, but I actually picked this up at Cargo Largo here in Independence, Missouri. So this thing is ancient. It wound up there. It's like a discount store, like a really crappy discount store. But it wound up there. I bought it. You can see that sheen. It's gorgeous. I would compare this to the Essence Make Me Glow, or whatever it's called, the Essence highlighter that everyone loves. It's very similar in the finish, but I threw this in because I really have had this for like 8 years maybe, and I haven't hit pan, and it's my most used highlighter, and I love it. Okay, for brows, I chose the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. I've had this for a very long time. I chose this because it's very easy to apply, and it comes with the tools right with it. And I just love this. It's really good, and this is likely what I would have if I didn't have a whole makeup collection. Okay, I did choose a high-end product for my brows, the Benefit Gimme Brow. I've been using this for years and years and years. It is my favorite for like this type of product, like a tinted fiber kind of brow set mascara for your brows. It's just my favorite. Nothing else compares in my opinion, and that is why I'm including it here. Okay, last items are for lips. I chose two very neutral products. This is the NYX pencil, lip liner pencil in 860 Peekaboo Neutral. This is one that I've had for a really long time, and it's just a really nice neutral shade. It's a Your Lips Fit Better shade, so it works perfect for me. I love it. You can see it's pretty short. And then I chose a CoverGirl Lip Perfection Jumbo Gloss Stain. I've used the heck out of this one too. It's really flat. This one is kind of like a shimmery, but look. Oh, just look how pretty that is. It's perfect for my lips in this shade. It's easy to apply. It's like a jumbo balm. I like that. You can throw it in your bag. It's one of those that you can like throw on and you don't have to think about it because it's not going to get all over the place. It's not going to look crazy. Except that it's on my Invisalign. Alright, last but not least, I want to share my favorite makeup wipe with you. It is from Kirkland. That is the brand at Costco. I have been using these makeup wipes for years. That's why I wanted to include them here because this is what I would still use for swatches or cleaning up my eyeliner because I always do my eyes before my face makeup. And these are just my favorite because they're the most affordable and you get so dang many of them. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun for me to kind of look back at what I used to love. I really do feel happy looking at all these products. They are things that I've loved for many, many years. Some of them, like these two, and you know, my brushes. Like this one's got a chip, like you can see the wood because I've had it so long. I mean, these are just long-term favorites that it just makes me so happy to have and to look at. And I had so much fun putting this look together because it is what I used to do all the time, and it just made me nostalgic, and I just love it. I love it. I love it so much. So let me know down below what you would have in your makeup bag if you didn't have a large collection, or if you don't have a large collection, what do you have in your makeup bag? That is one of my favorite things to do when I see my friends, because my friends aren't really into makeup like I am. So I love to look through their makeup bag, like what are you using? What is in your one little makeup bag, you know? What are your favorites? I want to know. So that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.